I'm going to dive into the three pillars that quietly determine whether your financial plan succeeds or struggles, starting with managing fees, adding protection, and securing your legacy. These aren't abstract ideas, they're the real decisions I help families make every single day to make sure that their wealth is taken care of. So, why does this matter? Because volatility isn't just numbers on a chart, it's your retirement delayed. Fees aren't just percentages, they're dollars slipping away. And families without a plan, they leave behind confusion, stress, and court battles. This isn't just some theory, it's just the truth. I see it every week. Fees are the silent killer of wealth. For example, a 1% AUM fee on a $500,000 portfolio is $5,000 a year. Over 20 years, that can easily compound into six figures that are completely gone. Add in expense ratios, tax drag with income tax and capital gains tax, and all the other hidden fees. Suddenly, the IRS is your biggest business partner. So, what's my job, you might ask? To keep it simple, I help clients keep more of what they earn, more of what they invest, and what they leave behind to their family. So, let's dive in. You don't need to lose 30% to grow. Traditional 401ks or investments can feel like free fall rides, fun on the way up and terrifying on the way down. Products like index universal life insurance and annuities, properly built and structured, of course, have a built-in floor of 0%. When the market drops early in retirement, your portfolio may never fully recover. That's why timing matters more than most people realize. It's not just how much you earn, but when you earn it. Those losses at the wrong time can drain decades of savings faster than people can expect. Protection is not about limiting upside. It's about making sure you don't lose time recovering everything you lost. Now, legacy isn't just about money. It's about clarity. Without a trust, probate decides how and when your family or beneficiaries receive your assets. And that costs time, money, and privacy. Now, the average amount lost to probate can range from 4 to 7% of an estate's total value. That's on average. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen it range way more than just 4 to 7%. I've seen it be 10%, 15%, all the way up to 50% if it's not done properly and very, very carefully. Now, with a trust, you get to decide what happens with the money, where it goes, when it goes, how your family receives it, all of it. And when you pair a trust with life insurance, you've got one of the most tax efficient wealth transfers possible. Legacy isn't about direction. Legacy is about leaving direction, not confusion for your family. Now, here's what I love about modern planning tools. There are so many options out there. This one falls into I like to call it an if-then design. So take a long-term care rider on an annuity or some life insurance policies. If you need the care, it can double or triple the benefits. Now, if you don't, that money doesn't just vanish. It becomes income for you in retirement or goes to your family when you pass. That's not gambling on the future. That's protecting both roads before you truly know. Now, let me show you guys a real before and after example. This client of mine came to me with about $850,000 in a volatile IRA. They were paying about 1% in AUM fees, not including the other percentage fees that they were dealing with their advisor and their products, and they had no trust in place. And they were dealing with some, let's just say, not so great returns over the past few years. After we had a big discussion, we talked about everything. It took about 45 minutes for me to really understand their goals and what they wanted to do. And after that 45 minutes, we scheduled another meeting. And on that second meeting, we reallocated and added an IUL for tax-free growth, an annuity laddering structure for guaranteed income, and a funded trust for smooth estate transfers. Same dollars, different structure with fees down, their protection up, and their legacy is completely secure. Now, that's the power of using all three pillars to your advantage. Now, I really want to make sure that I cover this because I've seen it all too often. Doing nothing is still a decision and it has a major cost. Every year you leave high fees in place. Every year you gamble on volatility without protection. Every year you ignore legacy planning. The price continues to compound. Most people don't see the cost of inaction until it's way too late. I've seen it all too often. And my job is just to make sure that you see it today while you can still act. I've seen people come to me and we have an amazing plan ready for them to make the change, but they would rather wait and see if they can get better returns with what they're currently doing. Then they come back to me a couple months down the road, a year down the road, and they have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in that time span. And the plan that we had before now has to completely change. I want to make sure that you guys know what to do now so you can make the best decision going forward. Now, as Secured Financial, we are not locked into one carrier, one product. We're completely independent, which basically means that we can design with any company you can think of. Now, I'm only saying this because most advisors in today's day and age are either working with one company, one carrier, one product, or they have one system with the company and carriers and everything that they work with. And they do the same thing for every single client. And that never works. We don't do it that way. We don't work that way. And we will never work that way because every client's different. Their goals are different. Their plan is different. And their plan needs to be versatile. So we're not just going to focus on selling you just one shiny product, something that just came to the market a year or two ago. We're going to focus on what the absolute best option is for you. It's really to give you the proper structure and guidance for your long-term goals. I'll end with this so you guys can think about it. What is your before and after plan? Every client has one. your current path with its fees, risks, and gaps, your optimized plan with clarity, confidence, and control. My passion is helping you see side by side so that you can make the best decision for you and your family going forward. I'm glad you guys took a chance to watch this video all the way through. Take a chance, hit the like and subscribe button. Would love for you guys to learn a lot more going forward. I'd like to be as transparent as possible with everything that we do as Secured Financial and for all of our clients. Thanks very much. Talk to you guys soon.